Hi everybody, I hope that you are doing well. My name is Gabriella. For anybody new tuning in, I channel as well as interpret the tarot cards. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm looking at the King and the Queen of Cups. I was also looking at the Two of Cups in the pre-shuffle. Maybe something going on between you and another person. It feels even like something is coming together. This can be something that you are doing for yourself even. I find it to be quite reflective. Like usually when we feel a sense of unity within ourselves, we're also seeing that somehow reflected within our environment as well. So something along those lines, maybe what is manifesting. I'm hearing directly. Interesting. High Priestess. There's something here about you being afforded an opportunity. Afforded is the word that I'm getting. It even seems like there are messages, there's insight that you're receiving, and it's granting you like a new opportunity to even explore something in a different way. Maybe a door opening that you hadn't known was there. Now you have the opportunity not only to see it, but to go through it. It seems like your insight has been what's made this available, like even your connection, your understanding of yourself, of the messages that you receive. Definitely getting like an intuitive, a psychic energy here. You may be a channeler, something along those lines, gifted in some way, connected with psychic abilities, esotericism, healing work, anything of that nature. Also looking at the sun too. So we have the moon and the sun combining with the High Priestess and the sun. An opportunity that you feel excited about exploring, something that feels right to you, something that brings you joy, something you feel optimistic about. I get the feeling that you could have been going through something that has been like maybe dragging you down a little bit or feeling a bit difficult. It looks like this new opportunity is kind of rerouting your energy. Because I almost get the feeling of being in like a bit of a slump over something. I don't know if this is a particular thing or this is just feeling like taken up by the past in some sort of way. But whatever new thing this is that's moving towards you, it seems like... It's helping you to channel your energy elsewhere. It's like rather than focusing on something that you can't do anything about, there's like something else that you're being guided to embrace and pursue, like in the present tense. It feels like something that could have gone wrong in the past or like feeling let down. Feeling like something hadn't lived up to your expectations emotionally. I'm getting a lot of water energy with the Queen of Cups, the Five of Cups, the High Priestess. Yeah, something definitely has been weighing you down. The thing is that this feels like an untouchable topic only because as much as you may be like replaying this reel in your head of what took place, there's absolutely nothing that can be done nor changed about like the actual events. Only our perspective, our understanding of this can be changed, our feelings towards it. And it seems like something is just getting to the point of I don't know, it even being unbearable emotionally. Something that you feel is like weighing so heavily at this point that something needs to be done, something needs to be changed. I get this sense of you trying to like work with something that feels really intense to be working with. Is the feeling almost to the point of this not being something that can continue forward. There's a word that I'm looking for here. It's something that can't be maintained because of the intensity of this, and I'm feeling like a really heavy like energetic pull towards emotionally whatever this is and what you're trying to work with. Something about, I'm hearing the elements and the structure. We're gonna get further insight into like what exactly this is. I'm hearing a cost with the Five of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so we're looking at the Nine of Cups, we're looking at the Justice card, we're looking at the Ten of Cups here. It seems like getting closer to something that you want. As I said before, so much cups. This seems like there's a lot of water here. Connecting with what it is that you want, thinking about what it is that you want. How do we get from point A to point B? How do we chase after this thing? How do we attract it when it comes to what we want to be connected with, what we want to be fulfilled by? How do we move out of a space where we feel like we are stuck in the past and move into the present, and also connect with what it is that we can do, what it is that we can be moving through, the changes we can make to get us to where we want to go. I'm getting more than anything, it's like the emotional storytelling, the emotional narrative around a particular experience is what makes this feel so heavy. So it even seems like you're having the opportunity, you're being given the opportunity to reframe something in a way that's going to benefit you greatly. First major arcana, no, second. I'm looking at Libra and I'm looking at Aquarius. I'm seeing this can be Libra moon, Libra sun, Libra Venus, Aquarius moon, Aquarius sun, Aquarius Venus. I'm hearing a cost, and then I'm hearing that'll cost you. Okay, so I'm seeing, I'm hearing handout. I'm seeing some sort of offer that is connected with the Aquarian energy that is meant to be of a helping hand, of a helping nature. So I'm seeing you getting closer, more familiar even with something that you want. This is going to be part of a new chapter, a new beginning for you. There's a sense of, the way that I'm seeing the Libran energy here with the Justice card, it seems like in order for something to be like brought back into harmony and balance, there is an opportunity that you feel connected with on an emotional basis. There's a sense of even recognizing, even realizing that there is something that you are feeling potently, energetically. Where I'm getting stuck and where this breaks in half is with the Five of Cups. It's almost like something is being blocked or something is being stopped from moving forward. It's like a very like severe even split between the two energies. And it's because of this deep sense of, I'm getting like a forlorn energy with the Five of Cups. Feeling in a way like maybe one didn't like show up for themselves, or they weren't able to do something that they wanted to do, or that they didn't have access, or that there had been maybe a better way to do something and that hadn't happened. As I said before, this is a focus on like all of these things that can't change, or like you wanted a particular thing that's not what ended up working out, things along those lines. And it seems like because of the way that this is like impacting you, the way that you're interpreting this right now on the emotional level, where there is this like, rather than a sense of acceptance, there is like even a feeling of opposition towards that. There's something that feels like it gets to a point where it can't be maintained anymore emotionally, and I'm seeing something feel very difficult to take care of, because it's like, as much as something is weighing on you emotionally, it seems like it begins affecting like your self-care, your outlook, like, are we taking care of things that we're responsible for, stuff like that. And then it's like, as these things feel like very dreary or hard to work with, and this can be too also something that had been like blocking your creativity in some sort of way, feeling like you couldn't get in touch with certain things, feeling like how you were showing up for yourself even in a physical sense it felt very overwhelming, or things were being neglected or just like hard to keep up with. It's like there wasn't a sense of ease that had been coming with these things. And then I'm seeing there be this breakthrough with the Aquarian energy. I'm seeing somebody that you are like working with, collaborating with. I'm seeing somebody come through and give you an offer. So like offer to work with you, offer to collaborate with you. Remember too, these can be different areas of your chart that are popping up. Like if you'd been leaning too far into one energy, something else may be anchoring you and balancing you. For some of you, this is a person that's coming through that is going to be helping you in some important way, it seems. I'm seeing a reliable energy. I'm hearing stick around. Helping even with subconscious stuff. Maybe things that you're trying to bring forward, bring to the front. I'm seeing a whole lot of feminine energy. Like we have the High Priestess, we have the Justice card, the Queen of Cups, the Empress, the Star, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. A very big focus on the feminine energy, on the receptive energy. Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio. I'm hearing setting boundaries for a change. Interesting. It looks like there had been somebody that was like running through to interact with you, and in the past you may have let something slide that it doesn't look like you're letting it slide anymore. It seems like you got to a point where you're like, I'm not going to put up with that anymore. I'm hearing not with my standards, which is allowing you to... I'm hearing something about finding sanctity. Interesting. Finding sanctity. Prioritize your peace. I see. I'm seeing there be a notion of like some sort of get together, some sort of gathering between the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. It's like they're getting together and there's something that is like even stressful about this event or about like this gathering, or it can be even an environment that you go to with other people. It looks more like a celebration than anything. Some of you could have also been considering like whether or not you would go to this because maybe you didn't feel good about like the outlook of being involved in whatever this is. Either something about like family members being there, something about like your childhood or your past, even just like people that you have history with that may not be, you may not be like in the best place emotionally, still connected with that. Your past, still not feeling good about something. This can mean too, it's like when you get connected with these certain people, you kind of feel like the black sheep. This is sort of what I'm getting. There's like a lack of understanding, a lack of like unity and harmony. And there could be some things that are like maybe unresolved or maybe have been swept under the rug. So when it comes to what you know and what you want, it seems like discernment is playing an important role here when it comes to like really getting in touch intuitively with what's driving you within the heart space. You have a new opportunity. This feels like opening up a new chapter. And I'm seeing the Libra and the Scorpio energy here with one another. There's something about having the opportunity to rewrite something, to rebalance it, to make it right, to reconfigure it. And I'm seeing something that you would be feeling excited to go towards. However, this is something that you would want to move towards at a pace that you feel comfortable with rather than taking things on too quickly, because it seems like in the past you may have gone towards like maybe similar opportunities to this without really thinking about it, without really checking in, which inevitably left you in a space where, because there was not that checking in moment of being like, if I show up and this happens, is that going to be okay with me? If I get together with this person, are they going to be able to meet my standards, meet my expectations? And it was more so going into a place where it's like, I'll be fine with whatever. And then it's like, meanwhile, in the back of your mind, there were standards, there were expectations. And then there's this sense of feeling let down, feeling like maybe even a sense of regret. Like, I wish that I would have thought about that more, whatever this is, stuff that like we can no longer change. And even feeling like you didn't show up for yourself in a way that you are capable of, in a way that you are able to, which very much exemplifies this as being a big part of a learning experience for you, for how you want to show up for yourself, for what you feel like you deserve, especially when it comes to you sharing your energy and figuring out like the ways that you want to be showing up. Now I'm seeing something connected with like somebody from your past that you have history with. There's a sense of getting connected with somebody. As I said before, I'm seeing a very small amount of masculine energy. It's like predominantly feminine energy that I'm seeing here. This is to be noted. That does not have anything to do with gender. We're talking about energy. But it can be an indication of something for you. So I'm seeing these two feminine energies connecting with one another, and I'm seeing there be some sort of stress or overwhelm that is connected with this. This can also be, I'm hearing an overabundance of feelings, and I'm seeing that it's something that had been, I'm hearing unintegrated. It's like something that had not been integrated before is now becomes possible. It now becomes possible to integrate in order to like collaborate and work together. I'm seeing this be an offer coming in from somebody from your past. In the past, with this person, things had been great for a period of time, and then they had moved into a space where there was something, some sort of turmoil even, that needed to be processed through. And there was also a change where you switched from getting into situations where they may have been very short-lived, or you may have kind of found yourself within a cycle where it's like, why do I keep making these moves, and then being like second guessing myself or feeling like that was a dead end and I should have like thought forward with this. thought more about it, thought more into it, and you switch like out of that cycle of like feeling that sense of like heaviness. I'm also hearing urgency and like a sense of regret or feeling like constantly let down when it comes to your expectations. And then you transition into a space of learning about what brings you a sense of empowerment, and what does it mean to show up for yourself? What does it mean to think ahead, to play the tape to the end, and to be realistic with our expectations, and also to recognize the difference between wanting people to be a certain way and show up in a certain way, and then realistically how they are likely to be showing up, even when we wish that it were different, and getting to a place where we're recognizing the difference between the two, between our desires and our preferences versus like what's actually happening in reality. The interesting thing is that it feels very much like somebody is coming back around, and there is like an absolute purpose for you to be reconnecting with this person, and it is giving you the opportunity to, it feels like in a way like shine your brightest within a situation where you had been feeling the opposite of that. It's like you're going from feeling like you had been in the 5 of Pentacles with this person, which is very much feeling like isolated. It can be feeling helpless, feeling very limited within your circumstances, and transitioning into the Star energy, which is feeling like you're showing up like as your best self and your best energy. And I'm hearing like you've come to play. It feels like being prepared to step into this situation with this person. I'm not seeing a new person. I'm seeing this be a person you have history with. And I'm seeing there be like an opportunity to either like work with this person, to work something out with this person, to reconnect with this person, to have this person in your life. There's definitely a sense of like feeling lonely, feeling like you've been separated from them. The thing is that it seems like something that you may have been allowing before. What I'm getting, and this is just like an example along the lines of what I'm seeing, this is like one scenario within like many scenarios that you may relate to. In the past, the way that this person approached you was like coming on to you. It doesn't have to be sexual, it doesn't have to be physical, but for some of you, I'm seeing that it was with this person. I'm seeing like this person had come towards you and like wanted something, and it's like what you were looking for was maybe not just a physical connection, but also something emotionally. And I'm seeing like that even was more important to you than what was going on physically. And there could have been just more of an emphasis on them showing up for you physically, when what you wanted was like consistency, reliability, somebody that you could build with. And it's like the way that they were showing up, yes, there was like a big sense of joy and happiness when they were coming through. However, when it came to the other things that were connected with like even building a life around this person, that's where there was a sense of absence. So it looks like rather than allowing the same thing to be repeating again with this person, there's something that you were doing that's different. There are boundaries that you're setting. You're being more clear with your communication. And I'm seeing this be a change for you. You may not have gotten to the point of like setting and following through with boundaries when it came to this person in the past with you, which ultimately is going to drive your relationship to be one that feels much more peaceful than the like erratic way that it was playing out before, because that was what was being allowed. It was even like energetically what was being allowed. Because it's a thing where like maybe you had communicated with this person what it is that you wanted, but because of allowing something to continue to persist, it was kind of saying like energetically this is okay that this keeps happening, or maybe this like wasn't something that you addressed at all before. The point is that now you have the opportunity to correct this and to get a different outcome within a situation, so we're not replaying this again. And I'm seeing you considering here connecting with this person again. I'm not seeing this as having happened yet. This seems like something that you are considering right now with this person, and I am seeing something that is someone that you are currently like, I don't want to say out of touch, like you're not on speaking terms. For some of you, you may not be talking to this person. For others of you, it's like they're not maybe in your close proximity anymore. There's something about like not being together with them as you had been in the past. And there is a decision to make that may not feel the easiest, but this is This is about connecting with yourself and making a decision where you are bringing everything to light that is backing behind the choice that you make. So it's like, what type of vantage point are we making this choice from? Is our shadow making this choice? Is our strength making this choice? What are we going to do here with this person? The thing is too that, like, no matter what choices we make, there's not like any judgment. There's no sort of right or wrong. The emphasis of what your guides are getting to the point of is there being a focus on, no matter like why or what is making the choice for you, having an awareness of what aspect of you is making the choice. Like, is it coming from a shadow space? Even if it is, it's just about like acknowledging, like, hey, that's a shadow choice. Hey, that's an ego choice. Hey, that's a choice that's coming from a preference, versus it coming from another place where we are like more in alignment with what's happening, and also less so putting ourselves in a space where we're going to feel like disappointed at the end of the day. So it's just something to be aware of. It's always about bringing more light, bringing more awareness, bringing more consciousness to the choices that we're making. So we understand the motivation behind why we are making those choices. And so we have more control over what we're doing and also what's manifesting. And having less things manifest in subconscious ways that we feel we don't have control over, but we don't feel okay with, or we feel we had more control over. So this is really about breaking free, gaining independence by learning oneself, understanding. Okay, so to go over the signs again, I'm looking at the moon, the sun, Libra, Venus, Aquarius, Scorpio. All right, my friends, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.